Welcome everybody, Smith here. Welcome to another Pokemon GO episode. Now, last time we were in Crete, of course. I'm back from holiday, but I'm going to condense down the next week. We got loads of Magmamites and we got these Voltorbs, of course, from Crete, but not very much else. Not as many as I thought. So I came back and went out packing up the Pokeballs, and I got a Magmar, which you can see here is one of my finds. We got our first full picks at 421, and my first Pikachu, which came from a 5k ebb, which was really cool. So we're going to do a bit of an introduction now and then move on to Sherdley Park in St Helens to show you the Bulbasaurs, which are fantastic, and we got loads of them. So let's crack on. So here's a little bit of an update for everybody. You can see already I'm going towards halfway through level 20. Now this is down to the fact that when I was in Crete last week, we were doing loads of Pokestops, but I wasn't catching many Pokemon. We were just catching two types, so it was really interesting. But now I've come back to England. Last few days we've been absolutely hitting it and getting out there, hitting Pokestops in two towns, because I've been travelling around, and we've been hitting loads and loads of Pokemon. I've been grinding basically. So let's show you some of the highlights of today and yesterday. We had a massive one today. We had a big one where we missed a Lamprus. Let's go and have a look at the Pokemon. However, at the same time as a Lapras came out, this was the Ep5 797. Now, I got this, didn't get the Lapras, neither did my son, which my son was so hacked off because he'd been trying and his phone crashed. He'd found it, but this was literally nearby. I picked it up in one go, so I'm really impressed. Got 37 candy towards that. Power it up, 797. Ooh, yes, actually. In fact, take it up to 821. 35. Let me just go and see how many. Let's go back here. We'll come back, have a look at that again. Anyway, coming back, something's happened in the game. There's loads more Pokemon spawning. We've noticed over the last 24 hours, and today is the 18th or 19th. There's loads spawning, and where we live is like a spawn area, and now we're getting all sorts of things spawning. We're getting, in terms of the Magikarps, we're getting Magikarps, Staryus, Poliwags, Poliwags. We're getting loads of EVs. Look at that EV. I've just picked up a 456. Load of EVs. That was in Altrincham. The Fero was in Altrincham, by the centre in Altrincham, with the three Pokestops that are literally on top of each other by a pub in the centre. We get loads of Drowsies, loads of Ratters, loads of Pidgeys, Paras. What else did we get? We didn't go. Oh yeah, I got a 580 Drowsy, more Eevees there, Weedles, Goldeen, 463 Goldeen, which is pretty good, and a 601 Slowpoke. Interesting enough though, what I'm interested in waiting for, if you have a look now, we are waiting for the 10k egg. I got a 10k egg. I please want a new one. It'd be so exciting to get that. So any minute now we're going to get it. But what we've noticed, just talking while we're walking along, noticed that lots more Pokemon are spawning. Almost rather, it's really weird. They're, instead of spawning in like cluster, they're spawning wide apart. Yesterday, I didn't get a Pikachu. My son got a Pikachu. I've been looking on the Fast Poker map, and literally another Pikachu popped up last night, but I'm nowhere near it, so I couldn't get it. But they seem to be sort of spawning a wider variety of the slightly more uncommon ones, which is really cool, because you don't just get Pidgeys. Pidgeys are replaced by the ones. Slowpoke. What else is it? The other one. We were waiting for this to go now, so I'll come back when we hatch the 10k egg. Here it is. The egg is hatching. Come on, what's it going to be? 10k. Come on. Oh, how powerful! How powerful! Come on, it's my second one. Oh. 11:27. Oh, it's nearly to the end of it. Saying Electrobuzz, we like that.
Very handy to have these Electrobuzzes. They've got a brilliant firepower. I'm really happy about that at this stage. I'll put that back into my inventory. Let's go and have a look where that sits. 2 Electrobuzzes. That's the new one, 1127. So we've got a good top deck now to go start attacking gyms. You need them over 1,000. So that is really cool. In fact, let's just whack that up. 31 Electrobuzz. 1156. I'm using some of my power up again. Let's get it to 1200. One more, get it to 1200. Yes. There we go. See where that sits now. Nicely. Right, that's it for now.
So 2 other finds we had before we move on to the Sherdley Park bit and the Bulbasaurs. We had this super little one down the road with me and my son execute, and it was only a low execute, but it was quite exciting. This is what we're saying about the them spawning now. You probably all know this by now who played this regularly, that these very far rarer Pokemon now spawn everywhere, and they seem to spawn in certain places. There is 2 places in our road where there's almost like 2 new little, almost like a baby nests, where you can catch these more unusual Pokemon. Like, I'm sure everybody now has seen Mr. Mime hopping up all over the place. That was quite easy to get that one, which is because it's a low power, but it's good for the Pokedex. I'd like a few more, but I can't find a nest. And then this Tentacruel, just walking along by the canal, and it was just sitting there on the edge, just sitting there. And I've seen some more Tentacruels, but we haven't been able to catch any as well. And we've had a couple of unusual ones in the garden as well, so that's really cool. So in our area, I know of 2 places where we have to run out of the house. Comes up on the map, but run out of the house and go and get these. It's only about 100 meters, but there you go. Right, let's go and talk about Sherdley Park then in St Helens. Show you where to find it if you're in the northwest, and show you how many Bulbasaurs we can catch in one go. Today we are going to get Bulbasaurs and maybe a Pikachu or 2, but the Bulbasaurs are the thing that we're after. We have found a Bulbasaur nest in the northwest and near St Helens, and we came across it just by accident when we were going somewhere else, and we found a Pikachu nearby, and then I started investigating the area to see what was there, and then I've come across Sherdley Park, which is basically Bulbasaur heaven. And I'll show you what I mean. We're going to show you the overall map and which one I'm using so far. So this is a superb Pokemon GO map which shows all the gyms and Pokestop locations in your area. So I've been using this for a few days now, maybe a week actually, because then you can see where the gyms are. But I'm using this because it's also Google Maps. And the place I'm going to today, and I'm going there with my son, is St Helens. We went into the retail part there and came down here, and we found a Pikachu here. Literally on this green bit, which is really weird. So then I saw the fact there was a golf course. I know that Pokemon that spawn near to golf courses and parks, and the crucial thing here is park, and then Sherdley Park, and you can see Sherdley Park and Sutton Park, and we've got 5 Pokestops, 6 Pokestops in Sherdley Park with 2 gyms, and then we've got another 7 Pokestops over here at Sutton Park with 2 gyms. So really close park areas. So I started investigating. I thought, is there any app, you remember at Pokemon have shut down Pokevision and all the rest of it. So there's 2 other maps which I'm using at the moment, which will help you as well find those rare Pokemon. So this is the second map I'm using. It's pokercrew.com. There you go. Superb it is. Absolutely brilliant. Pokercrew, I've developed this, been on for a while to be honest, and it's been there for a while. I've been developing this map, but this shows sightings in your area, and you can zoom in and out. So if I go to my area, we're going to St Helens, and where's that? Yeah, there you go. There's parks there. See, so you can see why more parks. This is Sherdley Park. Haha! So we'll come back to that in a minute. I thought that's why there were loads of sightings, because of the Bulbasaurs. But if we come back to, say, Widnes, Warrington and Northwest, and I go into Warrington Town Centre, you've seen in the previous video we were going around the town centre, and the sightings are a lot. So if I come back out, one of the things, I'm not going to go through this anymore because I'm going to do a separate video how to use this map. Tutorial wise. So if I go and find the Bulbasaur, what I did is open the map out and you get most. Or if I click on the Bulbasaur, then it came up with the Bulbasaur sightings and showed a load. Now what we're looking for is where there's lots of sightings. So see over here in Birkenhead, there is obviously, this here is an area of Birkenhead where Bulbasaurs are spawning quite happily. Then there's the odd single ones around. Oh, look at this. There's another Bulbasaur nest. I assure you that will be a Bulbasaur nest by Harrison Park. So there you go. There's another Bulbasaur nest. So the one we're interested in today is out here, because Manchester has also got a lot. If we come back out and doing this live map, there we go. What we're looking for is St Helens. Now if we go down to St Helens, you will see that there are 3 Bulbasaur sightings. 5 days ago, 21 hours ago, 21 hours ago. So you can see a day ago. They're very, I'll show you in a minute how unrare they are, and hopefully this will work for us today. So this map is brilliant, because another thing you can do, if you come right out, take the Bulbasaur off, go back to normal one. If I go over here, look, over here, if you're looking for Voltorbs, I have found that Voltorbs spawn over here a lot, and also on the other side of the Mersey. Oh, that's what I need to do, go and click the Voltorb. Just click Voltorb. See, Voltorbs, again, around Central Park area in Birkenhead. And here, there's another sort of nest of Voltorb sightings. So if you want Voltorbs, this is how you go look for them. Another one is on the other side, on the over here. Now, interesting enough, this area is really rich. Now, let's have a look at any more over there. So you can see the Voltorbs. So if you want Voltorbs, and lots of them, we go there. And we had them in Crete. And that was a Voltorb area, so Southport, but there's not many more sightings apart from once you get to Manchester again. So there was another one, get rid of the Voltorb, and if I go back over here, keep zooming out to your area, another thing there are loads of are Dratinis. Look at that! Dratini heaven! Dratini heaven! Wow, all the way along here, loads and loads of Dratinis. Absolutely fantastic. So bear in mind that these are sightings. This is not a live map, but the sightings are pretty up to date. And also down here, as well as Dratinis, you will find, if I think about it, loads of... No, not the Gold Anks, not those Sea Kings. You want these, which are these... the tentacles. Look at the tentacle sightings here all the way along the docks in Liverpool. Look at that, and Birkenhead. Tentacruel heaven. So yeah, there you go. So that's pretty easy. So let's go and have a look at our Bulbasaurs again. Oh, is that a Squirtle? A Squirtle nest. Anyway, you have to start investigating this yourself. So let's go back to St Helens. There we go, St Helens. So you can see that in here, this map shows up a couple of... Oh, there we go. If I click on Bulbasaurs, again, this map shows there are 3 Bulbasaurs. However, there are a lot more than 3. So let's move on to the final program I'm using to try and track down our super rare Pokemon. So here is Fast Pokemap. Now you can have this load on your smartphone. Go to Google Chrome and load in the address, which is Fast Pokemap SE, and you can have it running in the background. Now this was I haven't clicked on it recently. The one thing about this, it's very temperamental. They haven't shut it down yet, but and they know about it. So it only gives you a small area of checking. So I know that there will be. Well, I hope for. I haven't done this for 20 minutes. So if I click on here, that's going to now check to see how many Bulbasaurs are nearby in this part. And this is where we're going. And so far, none at the moment. What we have to do is do a few. Now, if you click on it, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And then the Bulbasaurs, there we go. One Bulbasaur is nearby. So what I need to do is find out where that Bulbasaur is. Now, I've looked at this over 3 days. I'm going to show you some pictures. The Bulbasaurs spawn in this area here, which is a very small area with a central tree area and a lake. And if I just keep clicking, now sometimes this will go red, and which means it's not working. You have to move it. There's 2 Bulbasaurs nearby there. 2, you can see the nearby that was there. So let's try and find these Bulbasaurs. And what you'll find is sometimes they won't show up on the map. So it is a bit temperamental, but hey, there's one Bulbasaur. So 9 minutes 30 to go. We got all sorts of other little things going on. So this is actually working very well today. Maybe because it's Sunday morning in the UK. And there we go. And over here is what I class as a Pikachu park. Sutton Park, I have found a number of Pikachus over the last few days. I haven't found them myself. I found them on the map. Oh, there you go. There's one now. Oh, has been there. It's 15 seconds to go. So it looks like we've got a Pikachu nest and a Bulbasaur nest next to each other, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm really looking forward to going out here. We're going to get some more Pokeballs on the way. But yeah, so that and the Pikachus have been seen here and here. So it's the right hand side of the park. So we'll have to go and have a look at that as well when we get there. It would be nice to get a couple of Pikachus. But what we're after is the Bulbasaurs. And let me show you how many I have seen on different times. So here we go. This is the first one with the Bulbasaur here and the Pikachu over there. They were found both together. And I'm now going to roll forward to another screenshot. There's another Bulbasaur. This is when I started out a couple of days ago looking for these and recording them for screenshots. And you can see there's lots of other things. Eevee there as well, which is good. Fancy to get some Eevees when we're walking around. But I've got tons of them. And then another Bulbasaur shot there using the fast poker map. And then look at this one. This, even though I found one, the nearby also tells you there's a couple more nearby. So we should have some fun with this. And the whole point is once we get out there, we're going to use it on our phones, this map. We should be able to find them. And looking at it over the few days, I know that literally the main Bulbasaurs are hatching here. If we use lures on the Pokestops and a lure, lure on ourselves, we should be able to start gradually bringing them into us. Another map here. There are 3 Bulbasaurs. This is along there's a pathway out here. So there's 3 Bulbasaurs. So we're getting a good indication of where the Bulbasaurs are. And then there's this one again. Another one where we yesterday were again Pikachu up here and Bulbasaur here. So this is where we need to be walking around. And then we'll scoot across to this park as well if a Pikachu comes up on the nearby. So it's all good. There's 3 this morning. That was this morning before we go out. I just checked it. And there were 3 really close together. So we are another 3. So this is why it's definitely a nest. So there's the final map. So we're going to be... The main Bulbasaurs, see, are along here and round. So this is the Bulbasaur area, there's the lake, and then this is the Pikachu area across here. So we're really looking forward to this morning. So off we go. We're going to do some filming now, and we'll show you where it is. So we'll carry on. Right guys, we've been here 2 minutes and we got our first Bulbasaur. Let's have a look what it is. We're in Sherdley Park St Helens. Wild Bulbasaur is 425. Whoa, right. Now, something of interest here, I'm just going to use a standard ball. So it didn't catch, so therefore we're going to now use raspberry. Then we're going to change, because these Pokeballs are not working correctly. Come on baby, come on, first one. Oh, it's breaking free. Come on, 3, yes, first one. And we've been here less than a minute, so literally as we drove up. And what, so basically, right, there's a lure on this Pokestop here. So let's go and hit that, and we're going to go and look for some more. We've got egg hatch, I've got loads of eggs on. Let's see what we get. Can't remember if it's 2, 5 or 10. Oh, Bulbasaur. Bloody drowsy. 5, 8, 9. Oh, that's alright. We'll have that, thank you very much. Eevee. Trying to catch the Eevees.
It's 283. Red ball catch. Yes.
It's fucking orange and it's 67. What the fuck?
Put a lucky egg on now because I'm going to start evolving while I'm waiting. And I'm going to put item incense onto me because I've got 5 of them. Let's go. Oh, it's changed the incense. Oh, it's got the same. Right, let's go downstairs.
So in between catching the Bulbasaurs, I just started evolving all my Pidgeys, Weedles, and other small creatures to get loads of XP. And you can see here, it was so much fun. There were a load of other trainers from different parts of the Northwest. And we sort of went round starting catching the Bulbasaurs. And as you see from pictures a bit later, there were 2s and 3s. And at one point, people were running all over the park. There's my level 21. Got it up to level 21. So catching loads and loads of creatures, double lucky egg XP. And it was absolutely fantastic. The weather held off. There was 2 here. There's 1 there. We're trying to find the other one. And then in the end, as you will see, we found one just another few yards further down. So we kept filling up the Pokeballs, hopefully, and then catch the other one. So lots and lots of fun, and we just kept catching them one after the other, after the other. It was great.
Check catch. Oh, we're Bulbasaur! Oh, 592! Whoa, fuck me, right. But so far I've got 8 so far. That 592.
So here's yet another one following the pathway. We'll show you where to catch them in a minute. We've got a video of that coming up. But we're using different... In the end, I found the way the balls are broken, I just kept using different balls to catch them. I had 3 that ran off during the afternoon, which wasn't too many, but hey, I wish I had.
And the biggest one was the one that hatched an egg at 592, so if I evolve that, it's going to be a really good one.
I can check if you want.
You got CP calculator? Go on then, Bulbasaur, 592. You tell me what that's going to evolve into.
You hatched it, you didn't catch that one, you hatched it from an egg.
I know.
So you got
It's higher than yours, son.
906 to 935, and then if you evolve it again, you get 1087 to 1497. There you go.
Thank you very much. Brilliant. Right, we'll go and sit down again.
Okay, now we'll see you again.
So guys, when you come to the park, you park your car in the car park over there. The Bulbasaurs we've had at the top past that ice cream van where that pole is, there's a Pokestop up there. We've had 3 Bulbasaurs just past that sign into the road, which is a crossroads. You walk down here and all the Bulbasaurs spawn between that post over there and the end of this track, which goes up over there, which is about 400 metres. So we've had 3 on the grass in front of us. There's another Pokestop here. 3 in the area here in the dip. We've had 1 to the left of there, 1 to the right, and then the others have been over the far side by the main road. We had 2 there together. So see where those runners are, where the skateboard ramp is. Yeah, we've had them all in this dip along here, and then 2 at the far end, which we had to run for because we had time out. So that's when you come here, that's where you will find them, and that's where the most are. So just walking back in 2, and there's loads of other Pokemon here as well. So when you come to Sherdley Park in St Helens, allow yourself enough time. There's always an ice cream van there, there's a park. There were people everywhere in terms of, this was a Saturday when we were there, and there were people all over the place, and it was a good camaraderie. So as soon as someone found a Bulbasaur, So people will shout up and carry on, and you can see here we're catching them left, right and centre. And it turns out that we're catching them all over the park. I would say 4 hours should give you enough Bulbasaur, and we were there for 2 hours before we went. You can see here there's 2 Bulbasaurs together here. You can see the times using this, and there's a link to this in the description. And we did in 2 hours, as you will see. We caught a heck of a lot, but I would say to have enough Bulbasaurs to do the second evolution as well as the first evolution and give yourself to spare, it would be fantastic. You can see here we're counting them up. We've got 17 Bulbasaurs in just under 2 hours, and all the other stuff as well we caught. And I was using me obviously XP count, and then right at the end we get a Lapras. Oh my god, we were just literally going and someone shouted Lapras, and we got that fantastic Lapras at the end, which was a real winner. So there we go. I got 18 on this account. My son got 19 if I'm correct as well, or 20. And what we intend to do now is go back. I got enough for the first evolution, but my top Bulbasaur was actually one that hatched out of an egg. One thing I will say is my son also got 2 Bulbasaurs that hatched out of an egg whilst we were there, which led us to the strong belief, which has happened before, is that we got some 2K eggs. I think it's 2 that they hatched from. We walked around for the K, and we actually got Bulbasaurs hatching. Now, since this video has been done, I've also hatched another Bulbasaur out of an egg that I got at the park. So there is definitely something going on, that if you get an egg or hatch an egg at a nest, then there's a likelihood that the egg will produce the creature from the nest. I need to test this out in other places first, but it was definitely on the 3 to 4 people were there that this was happening. So it's quite a new thing that we haven't heard about before. So there we go. That's the Sherdley Park description and location in the bottom. Also the apps we were using as well. Thanks very much indeed for watching. We had a lot of fun with this, and we're going to go back now to get some more, and we're going to do some more videos on some of the other nests that we can find around the northwest region. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much all. Please comment, please sub and like, and another Pokemon video coming back very soon. Thank you very much.